As a new graduate assistant, I noticed a lot of my coworkers didn't recycle. I tried explaining the system to them, and when conversations didn't work, I put up signs and then taped up garbage. I think advocating pro-environmental behavior is important because human activity is harming the biosphere and only major changes will slow the damage. But my nagging wasn't making me any friends. I asked myself, what am I doing and why? So I researched and I found a concept that was close called environmental championing. Scholarship shows that environmental champions advocate sustainability policies from within organizations, but I couldn't find anything about workers spreading environmentalism through interpersonal communication. That became my research question. Am I the only one? I decided to conceptualize what I do as quiet championing. Where traditional championing is loud, focusing on policy, I look for quiet conversations and hope for conversion. I didn't think I was the only one, and I wondered how others dealt with these issues. Through personal contacts, I looked for people who might be annoying their coworkers like me. I interviewed 4 sustainability professionals, 3 from conservation nonprofits and 1 from municipal government, for 1 hour each, then analyzed the transcripts for themes. I found out I'm not alone. All the participants talk to their coworkers about environmental behavior, but they also anticipate potential reactions before trying, because it can be a touchy subject. They all talked about a cost-benefit analysis they go through, one called an internal calculus. The most important factor was relationship. One said, if it's somebody I'm already having problems with, I'm less likely to be confrontational, whereas closeness led to comfort speaking up. Next was personality. Some people respond better than others to what could feel like an attack. Third, coworkers' positions in the workflow came up. One said he didn't want people becoming obstructions because he pestered them about throwing their Coke can in the trash. Finally, hierarchy was surprisingly not a major factor. One said she asked herself, am I going to get fired for telling my boss to turn his light off? But managers in these particular organizations were reported as receptive. Ultimately, I learned that nagging is not enough. One said, one person's behavior is a small drop in the bucket compared to the bigger systems at play, and participants were most proud of the systemic reform that they had sponsored, environmental championing. So while I learned that I'm not alone, and I learned some of the things that other people consider when doing this, I also learned it's not spending my energy wisely. Now, instead of taping trash to the wall, I work with university personnel about systemic reform. For instance, I contacted graduate studies to make sure we would have recyclable cups and plates today. Thanks, Kyle. One step at a time, right?